I'm at Dunkin' Donuts. Hold on. Oh my God, my hair will not stay today. I didn't bother putting makeup on today because I'm just going in to meet somebody at work and help them for a minute. And then I'm going home. I'm not staying the day or anything. But I had to tell you something. So I'm kind of disappointed at the numbers for my my OBE, because like not a lot of people have watched that, and I really want feedback on that. I want to know what you guys think I should do with the portal, like, or if anybody had anything similar to happen to them when they were playing around astral projection. I just wish I had more people to talk to that do what I do. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, and the numbers are just not there, like with answers. Do you know what I mean? Like you can look and see how many people commented, and it's like, damn, I thought somebody'd help me out. Alright, so Dunkin' Donuts under me, god damn it. Okay, they probably won't because I cuss too much. Anyway, so story of my life. So, but I had something really interesting happen, which I thought, like, I should share with you guys. I have had crows at my window for days since I did the video. So finally, I videotaped them yesterday. And by the way, there's never been crows in my house before, like never. Ravens, yes, I live near Baltimore, but crows, no. So what happens is these things are huge, so they're way not ravens, because ravens are like magpies, they're just not that big. But blackbirds in general are supposed to portend like something nasty coming, but actually it can also be, and I think more along these lines, it can be that they're warning you, because crows are sentinels, like in the wild, they're the sentinels. They, like if a crow is in a tree and a black bear is around, a crow will scream and scream just to let you know, like, hey, there's danger, you know? So they can be like sentinels. So that being said, I'm hoping that that's what this is. I looked up like exactly what they meant, like esoterically, and so many times they mean something scary. But the other thing is that they can be very much like loci, like a trickster, and not give you the full story, give you a piece of it, so you react to that piece, and then show you something totally else, and you're like, oh, I was stupid. And I have a perfect example of that. I might have done a video of it a long time ago, but I don't know, maybe not, but let me tell you a story. So when Jeff and I were first dating, I cut off my hair, and now it doesn't fit in my thing, and it keeps coming out and smacking me in the face. Alright, so anyway, when Jeff and I were first dating, he wasn't, like, I wanted him really badly. Like, I wanted him to want me as bad as I wanted him, you know? And I'm an Aries, I'm impetuous, and I just wanted him to be like me, which he was not. He's a Taurus. He's slow and methodical and takes forever. And of course he got there, but not in my time, you know. So I did a spell, okay, a love spell, a grand love spell. It was over the course of like a week. I just didn't let it go. I like made myself bleed the whole nine. Like I wanted this love spell. I stole hair from his from his brush, everything, because I knew we were supposed to be together. Like I knew it. So in that love spell, I used a card that was the king card for Taurus, basically. And I used my card. And I did all this stuff. It was just like crazy good. It was like probably one of my best spells. Like one of those. Okay. So anyway, but like an idiot, I said Jeff the Taurus. What is wrong with me? So I didn't specify which Jeff the Taurus I wanted. So back then I was still going to clubs and playing, and I was bad. You know, you're just divorced. You're like running around like a nut. Anyway, so within a week I had a guy named Hippie who I never knew his real name, and his real name turned out to be Jeff, and he was a Scorpio, which is the opposite of Taurus. I had another guy with a nickname that I'm not going to say out loud because too many people know him, but I had him, and his real name was Jeff, and not that he went by it, but still, on his thing was Jeff, and he was a Taurus. And then I had this other guy who, actually I was drunk and I couldn't get home, and the guy was like, I was gonna walk home, but I was way too drunk to walk home from the bar. And the guy was like, come on, I'll drive you. And he drove me home, and then I'm standing at my door, like drunk as fuck, putting the key in my doorknob, and I look up to the sky and I'm like, it can't be. And I just turned around and said, what is your name? And he's like, Jeff. I'm like, oh my god, and you're a Taurus, right? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, do you think you're gonna sleep with me tonight? And he's like, well, I was hoping so. I was like, yeah, I need you to leave. You're the wrong Jeff the Taurus. And the guy's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. He's cute too, but he wasn't who I wanted. And I didn't play that game. I knew if I played that game, where I went with somebody else for even a night, that the internet was, that the universe was not going to smile on me, and I would not ever gain the trust and love of Jeff the Taurus, because I kind of pissed on the spell that I was killing it with. I knew this was the best spell. So I so I told him thank you for the ride, and I got rid of him, and I went in my house and I was like, okay, no, actually, because I'm still at my front door, and I look up, and he was only coming back in my mind to smoke pot, but you know how guys are. But anyway, I had the key in the door, and I looked up and said, I get it now, or something. I was drunk. I was like, you're really funny. I get it. And the guy's like, what the fuck is this lady? What's wrong with her? Anyway, long story short, I went in, I changed it to Jeff the Taurus, and he called me that night very late, and I drove drunk to his house. Very late. But my point is that things can be tricky if you're not super aware, this is what I want. You have to be specific in spells, and I've learned that over time. Now, because there's always a little Loki spirit that was going to be like, you know what, she wants fucking Jeff the Taurus. Alright, let's throw her a bunch of Jeffs the Taurus. Only me, guys. Anyway, so, no, I'm sure it's not only me. I'm sure a lot of people have made the same mistake. But anyway, that all being said, I wonder if these crows are, I don't know, they don't feel negative to me, but they do feel like a warning. Do you know what I mean? When I first saw them playing in the trees next door, I was like, that's weird that big crows are that low to the ground. I live in a rancher. It's a little cottage. So I'm looking out the window going, how come they're not up? I'd never seen them so low to the ground and so close to my house or anything like that. So it was weird. This morning, one came and just watched me for the longest time. I finally picked up my camera and took a bunch of pictures. Here's the pictures. I have these crows.
There don't seem to be any glasses laid for the pudding wine.
Oh, are they having one tonight?
It's on the menus.
Where did they go? Oh no, did they run away? Oh, I had this whole flock of crows. Oh no, they're still up there. Okay, hold on. And they are just fighting and flying and fighting throughout this tree. Oh, I think they all left, but it was really neat. wants to videotape them and take pictures of them, and they continuously come to my house. Like, they had to be there a couple times before I was like, wow, this is weird. Like, not a usual thing. This is some sort of sign. I'm getting a warning. They also can be spirit guides, so I'm getting like something from the other side. Whether it be about the portal or not, I really don't know. See, that's what I mean. My mind wants to jump to the portal and think something bad, but I don't feel that way. Although I could be kidding myself. I don't know. Anyway, crows are here. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, universe. They're crawling every day next to my bed. Don't know what's going on. Anyway, that's all I got. I thought it was interesting enough to give you guys a heads up on it. I love you. And I really do. I love that you guys listen to me. Like who would listen to me? It's so weird. I always think to myself, it's so weird. I just recently had to go up to my relatives. And going to my relatives is like so nightmarish to me because I've always been like this black sheep, you know? Like, they like to talk to me on the phone and laugh because I'm funny and smart-assed and I can make people laugh, you know what I mean? But at the same time, they don't want to be in public with me because I might need to something and maybe embarrass them. Maybe I've done it before. I really don't know. I don't remember. But whenever I get to talk to them or see them, I'm good to talk to them. But when I like physically have to see them and be near them, I feel very judged. And my sister's like beautiful and single still to this day, and she had this amazing life. She did crazy things. My sister's wonderful. She's a really lovely girl. It's not her fault. But I always felt lesser than. That's not her fault. She did nothing to make that happen. But I look at myself and I notice it from others that they're like, yeah, Paul's funny, but she's a little strange. And I get it. I am a little strange. I enjoy who I am. But some people don't. And I think, like, when that happens, like when I'm in those situations with family, I get very nervous and nerve-wracked. But I actually had a really different vibe this time. I don't know if that's because we're all older and fatter and who cares, but it just felt like who cares. Like, people just enjoyed me and I enjoyed them, which was really nice for a change. It doesn't always happen. And so I had a really good, I'm not talking about my kids or that family, even the McGoverns or Jeff's family. None of that did I ever feel with them. It was always just my family. But it seems to have kind of lifted away, and I'm like really happy. Maybe it's me, maybe I changed it, I don't know. But it felt very different this time, very light and accepting and airy, and I was really happy about it. So I have had a pretty good couple days. I don't know what I'm being warned about, but if you have any ideas, again, I'm in an esoteric quandary. I need help. Help me. Help. Can you help? Help. What's that from? Is that from We Are 40? Or This Is 40? One of those movies. Help. Alright, guys. Love you. Bye. So, she can't get my attention through biting me. She goes and bites her and wakes up her sister. All this because she wants breakfast. I can't even say the word. She wants to eat. She pulls my pillowcases off. She destroys my sheets. And now she's... Stop! See, that's what she'll do. Nobody wants you. Get. Get over there. You stay over there. Watch these feet. Oh, what'd you find? What'd you find in your crotch? I know, Piper. I know. She's so mean. She wakes you up and makes you get up hours before you normally would. Because you, my lady, are a brat. Oh, yeah? You think that's funny? Your sister does not appreciate your constant waker uppers. Why do you wake her up at her?